Today on the TMZ Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the TMZ Podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton and joining me today is Eric Colley. How are you, Eric?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you very much. So I've talked to you about how much you know music, but tell me what you do here at TMZ for work.
I'm a video editor for the TV show.
So everything we see on TV is your like sharp cuts.
Not all of it, but about a third of it.
What do you hate most about your job?
That I have 2 hours to do it every day.
Oh, really? Is that time crunch?
So the episode, if people watch the TV show, the one they see in the evening is the one we shot that morning.
Yep.
But we have to be done by 1 o'clock, so it's ready for the East Coast. So it's a real short window to get that whole show on the air.
What do you love most about your job?
You.
That was like
Those
as
Charlie
honest as
Cotton
any.
zingers?
Yeah, you wouldn't. That was a hard question to answer. Okay, what do we got today?
A lot of good stuff. What do you want to start? We got Sophie Turner with her man.
We got a few new couples
Yeah.
alerts. A few different alerts going out. 3 of them, in fact, because Selena's found a man, Sophie Turner's found a man, and Kevin Costner's found
A woman.
a woman. Yeah, we'll tell you who they found because I am surprised by them. By 2 out of 3, I'm surprised.
Yes. Yeah, I am too.
Squid Game, the the reality show that Netflix put on, having been successful at the drama that they did, the Squid Game show, it just concluded, and the winner won $4.5 million, and she hasn't seen a cent of it yet.
And I think that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
I think it makes complete sense.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Finally, we've got a very, very big birthday we're celebrating today. One of the most iconic Hollywood.
The most iconic Hollywood legend.
Yes, exactly. We will tell you who it is because I'm sure you'll know him.
100 years old.
100 years old?
Yeah.
Unreal. Congratulations to whoever they may be.
Yeah.
They? Okay. Selena Gomez. She will respond to your comment if you troll her about her new man.
Who is Benny Blanco,
Like,
the
what?
producer, which I had no idea they were even dating. I guess she's been putting pictures of them out and making it kind of Insta official.
Mm-hmm.
And so people have been coming for her, saying, like, you should not be dating this guy. He's the wrong guy for you. Like, the fans and trolls who think they know who she should be dating. And she's like, you don't tell me who to date.
Yeah, I mean, people are saying, look, this Benny Blanco guy, he's beneath you. He's unworthy of you. You know, she's dated Bieber, Nick Jonas, Zed. Oh, there's a couple unworthy ones in there too. But she was responding to all this hate. Like, she takes it so seriously. She
Right.
responds to these trolls. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm happier than I've ever been. Like,
Right. But it's so weird that part of the reason why her fans are against this, because the industry connections of all these people is so naughty and twisted. Selena Gomez, obviously, probably most famously, was with Justin Bieber.
Mhm.
That was the big relationship people wanted to see, and she says that he broke her heart, basically, and implied cheating and stuff.
right.
So Benny Blanco and Justin Bieber had a song called Lonely a couple of years ago.
They did.
They did. In an interview, Benny was talking about Justin and said, he's not one of those cookie cutter pop stars that's like, here's my new single and my makeup brand. People assumed that was a knock at Selena. Even at the time, they thought that. Now they're like, he
Oh.
insulted you, and now you are going to be dating this guy.
Right. They should do a song together. Benny Blanco should do a song with Selena, like Not Lonely Anymore.
Of course, that's what it should be.
I mean,
But also remember, Selena had a hit song called We Don't Talk Anymore with Charlie Puth.
okay.
You remember that Benny did a whole thing trolling Charlie Puth to the point that Charlie Puth is like, you're really hurting like my mental health. Please stop making fun of me now.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of funny. I found it fun. quite
Yeah,
funny.
but so now is she still friends with Charlie?
It's such a weird thing as well because this story that we're pitching is because she's clapping back at the trolls for trolling her. But Benny Blanco, I best know him as a troll.
Of course.
So Benny Blanco, just to tell you who he is, he wrote that song Lonely or produced it with
He's
Justin
produced
Bieber.
a lot of big hit songs.
Perfect with Ed Sheeran, Diamonds with Riri,
Yeah.
Teenage Dream with Katy Perry.
Yeah, he's incredibly successful.
Incredibly.
And he's had a couple of hits on his own, like East Side. It was him featuring Khalid and Halsey, I think.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, and it would make sense like that they would be in the same circles and all that. But Benny was such buddies with Justin Bieber. And not that she can't date somebody that was friends with her ex, but to be like, he's the best person, and then she kind of implies like that, this guy doesn't like mess around on her, and people assume that's a shot at Justin Bieber. Well, is he still friends with Bieber or no?
Isn't that breaking the bro code?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
For him or for her.
Or I don't know. It's such like an interweaving thing.
Interweaving.
Is that a word? What do they
It's
people
almost,
use?
it's so close to being a word.
What are people interwoven?
Yeah,
It's such an interwoven web. Does that work?
sure.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, but she seems like she's happy.
She's got a ring on that finger now. So people are like, are you engaged? Or you just kind of play with us? Like,
I think she likes a little trolling herself.
probably. Everybody does.
A little bit, yeah. Because she
Everybody
also
does.
went through and deleted a lot of her responses to the trolls. So that's what you do. You respond and then you delete.
Nice.
You know.
Sophie Turner is confirming her relationship with now boyfriend Peregrine Pearson. Peregrine Pearson.
An aristocrat.
Yeah, he's
like
like
when that's your job description. I'm an aristocrat. What does that mean? I'm rich.
I basically, right? He just goes around the world in suits and like goes to events.
He's kind of like, to me, like the British Paris Hilton.
Yes.
Like fashionable, famous.
Does he have a sex tape?
Well,
Only one way to find out.
right.
So yeah, they were seen like, embracing. They're together now. And Joe Jonas can't be happy about it.
It cannot be. But maybe this makes his life a little bit easier, though, because, they were so going at each other and so just vindictive and miserable. If they've both kind of moved on, when you move on to the next relationship, you kind of let some of that anger go about the previous one, I think.
It's like you took her off my hands. You took my emotional baggage off my hands too.
Well, I don't know if she's just emotional baggage, but yeah, maybe like she's moved on, I'm going to move on,
Yeah.
and we'll live our lives. Except that they have children and they will always be connected.
Yeah, except for that.
There is that.
We first met Peregrine in October when we saw him with Sophie. They went to like the Rugby World Cup. His family's got like a media empire worth more than 224 million. So more than Joe.
Oh, yeah.
More than Joe Jonas, I would
More
say.
than Sophie, I think.
Because they were like kissing and stuff when we first saw them.
Could have been a fling. That's the thing. They were definitely together in October, and it's like, maybe this is just a hookup at the Rugby World Cup.
Rebound or something like that.
But we're 2 months on now, and they're still together. So
that's what all good rebounds do. Peregrine, shout out to you, man. Like if you can, ensnare someone while they're trying to rebound, and like that's the dream.
Well, who ensnared who? Because she's more famous, but he's probably worth more money.
True. Oh yeah, because he used to be dating like King Charles' goddaughter or something.
Right.
Like he's in that world.
Yeah, it's a win-win.
Wow. Yeah, it is really a win-win. Finally, on our third couple alerts to send out, Kevin Costner. It appears that he is now with singer Jewel.
Jewel, nobody saw this coming. And I think this would have been the biggest headline in the world in 1997.
Right.
But it's still pretty shocking. So she has this tennis fundraiser thing she does, and they went to Richard Branson's island, Necker Island in the British Virgin Islands, and Kevin Costner was there, and people reporting they were a little flirty with each other. And then there are photos that came out of her sitting in his lap, and he's got his hands around her waist. They are very clearly together. That is not just friends. And so we're hearing from like people who know her that she's looking for a good man, and he's the guy.
Yeah, I mean, wow. They both win, I think, out of this. She's 20 years his junior. She looks incredible. She's nearly
20
50
years
old.
younger than him, but he's, but still they're both middle-aged or older. Like this
Yes.
is, it's a, I don't want to say mature relationship. I'm not calling them old, but you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, she's 22.
Yeah, no, it's not one of those.
And the thing maybe partly that appeals to Kevin Costner is Jewel's got her own money.
Yes.
She's got a lot of her own money.
Yeah, well, apparently they've got something going on, and I think it'd be great. It seems like a relationship that makes sense optically, like they look good together.
And her ex-husband was Ty Murray, this guy who's like a champion rodeo guy. So that's kind of the Western thing is her thing.
Oh, Yellowstone.
She's from Alaska. She likes that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
they'll probably ride horses and be happy together.
There's no like nearly 50-year-old who looks as good as Jewel. Like scrolling
She looks
through-
great.
She's incredible. She went on this trip though with Kevin Costner, and like her son was there too. So it's a bit
Right.
weird, like mum's new boyfriend, and there's all these like bikinis, swimsuit snaps of her, and like I'm pretty sure the son's taking those photos. Like
No.
yeah, I mean she's
You
on,
think?
she's on the beach like posing, like
Well, there's the video she posted about this charity thing, which is like this, oh, it's coming, we're going to help these children and all this kind of stuff. And she's like laying on her back and side, and there's kind of like a weird side boob thing happening.
Yeah.
You think her son shot that?
Well, I mean, there's lots of photos. I'm just putting dots together of I
she
can
also-
see him on the beach there, and then where's the sun gone and Jewel suddenly posing? I mean,
You know, when you grow up and your mom's a pop star, it's kind of a different reality.
yeah, it'd be hard if your mum was like Jewel. Yeah,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
difficult.
I don't know. But yeah, and then maybe your stepdad might be Kevin Costner.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
They seem very happy, so they've both been through some bad divorces, so good luck to them.
Absolutely. Okay, Squid Game. The challenge wrapped up the other night, and the winner was crowned. It was this 55-year-old grandma named Mai. What's her last name? Mai Whelan.
Right.
And she's a retired Navy vet. She's originally from Vietnam, and now she works for Homeland Security. She
Right.
fled. She came over to America, and now she just wins $4.5 million, which is just. Is it the biggest TV jackpot ever? I think it's got to be.
Gotta be, right? Remember there used to be the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
Well, this is 4 times that, so that's pretty big. But she says the show finished 10 months ago.
Yeah.
She hasn't seen a penny of that $4 million yet. But I think this makes sense.
Okay.
Because the
explain.
finale just aired this past week, right?
Yep.
You don't give her $4 million 10 months ago because then people are going to know she won.
Ah.
You have to hold it until... It's like the Bachelor. You can't see the couples together before the show airs.
Yes. Do you give her a little deposit?
Well, you think they're not good for it?
No, I think you give her. Do you give her $100K just to say enjoy your next?
No, because if you see people that know that she was on the show, will then be looking to see, oh, did she get a new car? Oh, did she get a new house?
Yeah.
Oh, she did. She won. Like why spoil it before the show? And then 10 months ago, the show hadn't even started airing yet. Because
Right.
if you already know who wins, you're not going to watch it.
No. Okay, you've actually convinced me.
I think they had to keep it kind of hidden.
The only thing is that, like, at the end of the season, you see her, like, at an ATM. And, like, because when she realized that she had won, it's because she opened a safe. And what comes out of the safe? A credit card. Or not a credit card, a debit card, I suppose, with $4.5 million on it. And then you see her at an ATM, like, putting it in, and you see it $4.5 million comes up.
Could you imagine seeing that?
So they kind of implied that they had given her the money in those scenes, but I guess they'll say that was just acting or something.
That money's there. And then they immediately change that PIN number.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get to keep that.
That sounds like a Squid Game quite challenge.
Yeah,
like,
you have to get the number. You get 3 tries, or else you're locked out.
Yeah, forever, forever.
It's also interesting that I didn't watch the game show, but I watched the show, Squid Game, and some of the contestants on the show, and obviously it's scripted, but became very close with each other. And you imagine that would happen on this reality show too. But they had it in their contract they can't share the money at all.
Yes, because they want it more like dog eat dog. They want it cutthroat.
Right.
They don't want any of the final 5 to say, "You guys want $1 million each."
If you wade through all those other hundreds of people on the show and you become kind of friendly with the other people, even though you want to win, you can be like, you know what, I could give you $100,000 when I'm done, and I still have $4.4 million.
Or you start offering people money to quit.
That's
what they don't want. Imagine the guy who came second out of 456. And you don't get a cent, and this lady gets $4.5 million.
Yeah,
Like,
but you're right. If she was like, "I'll give you $200,000 to fall down and twist your ankle," I would do it.
Yeah, I'd do it on day 1. I might not do it on the last day.
I don't know if it'd be worth it on the first day.
Yeah,
because you're probably gonna get wiped out in the first day anyway.
but it was a good show. I mean, yes. That's that red light, green light where you have to stop, go. You know that one?
Yeah, you wouldn't know the difference. You'd be like, "It's red, go." Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
In Australia, we do it differently.
Yeah, which is not even true. You just say that as an excuse to get away with things.
Yeah, exactly. I do.
Charlie Cotton, dumb or Australian, we'll never know.
I do play the Australian card.
I also like this. She did say that her plans with the money are to buy a retirement home and to give to charities like the environment.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure she probably will.
I'll give to the environment too. Yeah, that weed farm over there.
I'm gonna be like, I want to. Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do with the money? I was thinking I would, give to the poor. Maybe get a swimming pool full of champagne.
Yeah, exactly.
Something stupid like that. But
okay, on to our final story of the week. Huge birthday today.
100 years old.
The Hollywood sign.
The Hollywood sign. I would say the most famous icon in Hollywood.
Yes, turns.
When you think of the town,
100.
that's what you think of.
So in 1923, this sign was erected to try to sell property in the Hollywood Hills. There was like a construction company or whatever trying to sell land there, and the sign read Hollywood Land. It was like a giant billboard, 21 grand it cost them back then. But then when we went through the Great Depression, that housing place, they went out of business and went bankrupt. So the city bought it off them, got rid of the land, so it just said Hollywood. And it's been there ever since.
Well, until the 70s, and then it was falling apart, and they redid it with the current letters that are there today. So and a lot of celebrities paid for those letters to fund for the city. So I think Hugh Hefner did. I think
He was a
Gene
big
Simmons
one.
from Kiss
Oh,
bought one of the
Gene did
letters.
too?
I think so. But it's funny, the sign is such a perfect metaphor for this town because it's world famous, it's iconic. It was originally designed just to make money. It
Right.
changed its name, and then it got a facelift. I mean, that is, there you go. That's Hollywood.
That is Hollywood, yes.
It was fake. It was there just to sell stuff. Nobody liked it at first because it was an eyesore. If you had a house there, that's your backyard.
Yes.
You don't want that.
And it was a billboard to those people.
And then it just got so famous, you just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Exactly. What apparently what made it like super famous in the first place is an actress who went to the sign and killed herself because she couldn't make it in Hollywood.
Yeah, I think like in the 20s, I think it was the H she jumped off of.
Yeah. And that kind of like brought it to sort of like more national attention, this sign.
Yeah.
But yes, and so even the making of this sign, like what made it famous in the first place was kind of a tragic Hollywood incident.
Right. Something scandalous.
Yeah, but 100 years for a structure like that to be up for 100 years is pretty crazy.
Yeah, for just an ugly advertising billboard.
Why haven't they ever like put houses around there?
There are houses.
But not that close, right?
Well, you can't get, because then that'll block the view. But, you know, that's a lot of things that people that have never been here always think it lights up.
Oh,
It
yeah.
does not. Because, like, as I said, there are houses that run right up to it. There's people who, their backyard is that sign. Imagine these giant letters lit up all night
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
while you're trying to sleep.
What about till 10 p.m.?
No, but it's got like I think like a pearlized kind of paint. So if there's a full
Oh.
moon, you can you've seen it. It kind of glows a little bit when there's a full moon. But
What's your favorite tourist thing to do in
I
Hollywood?
thought you were gonna say what's your favorite letter. I'm like, I don't know, the O.
The O's mine too, actually.
No, that is like whenever I have friends or family visiting that have never been here, you go to the
Go up
Hollywood
there. I like Griffith Observatory up there.
Oh, Griffith Observatory is great, and it's got the movie history because James Dean shot Rebel Without a Cause there. There's a statue of him. So,
Yeah.
but you know, the Hollywood there's a secret spot you can walk right in front of it.
You can walk. I thought that was gated off.
I mean, you can't go up and touch the letters, but there's a driveway and there's a little entrance, and you walk around. There's a little path, and it's as close as you can get to it.
Have you ever or will you ever take a TMZ Hollywood sightseeing tour?
Well, when we launched the bus, I did because I was cutting the video for it.
Like 10 years ago?
Yeah, I haven't since.
Okay.
but-
Why not?
because I cut all the video for it. I don't want to
Yeah.
go take a tour to
Yeah,
watch
I used to
the
be a
work I
tour
did.
guide too.
Yeah. Are you taking one since?
Nope.
But everybody else should though. Everybody's
Oh,
great. It's a great tour.
Best show on wheels, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Thank you for joining me, Eric.
All right, always good to be here.
And we'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.